ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Monday Night Raw. We are starting off with a former Miss Money in the Bank winner of Season 1, Io Shirai.
The genius of the sky.
Look at what the hell was that hand movement, my dog?
That's the little hand movement that she does. Like she does like the little like she's like
But
it's almost like a Power Ranger stance, but also like the Go Ace. Like it's like a combination of both.
So here's how this match is going to work. It is a tag team match to determine two of the qualifiers for Money in the Bank on the Raw side. Liv Morgan being Io Shirai's tag team partner, and they're taking on none other than, I know they don't enter as a team for some reason, because the game, even though they're in a faction together, decided, nah.
I think they should still enter together, but
Well, here's what bothers me. As you can see, Candice gets her Poison Pixie Trons and all that stuff. Why didn't Johnny get his Rebel Heart stuff? Johnny's the only one that got stuck with the Way stuff.
Because I think she still had, even when she did like the Way, I think her Poison Pixie stuff was like on the small Trons. Because she always came out with like her Pixie Wings and all that. Johnny, all his stuff was like always the Way.
Well, yeah, because
like,
it's the Johnny Gargano way.
Exactly. So I think it represented Johnny Gargano fully more than...
I miss the Way so much. But the other member of the Way, Indy Hartwell, the daughter of Candice and Johnny, the lover of Dexter Lumis. I love Indy Hartwell. She's so good.
Getting to see her in the Royal Rumble, that was good.
Oh yeah, I popped for that. I popped for her her entrance. So the way that not this qualifier, the next qualifier will be next week. We'll have Becky Lynch versus Raquel Gonzalez. The winner goes on to face Ronda Rousey at Money in the Bank for the Raw Women's title, and then the loser goes to Money in the Bank.
Oh,
Figured the backbone of Monday Night Raw, trademark pending, versus the man.
I will see you in Small Claims Court.
Listen, I'm just saying, you had she was the backbone of SmackDown, not of Monday Night Raw for you, okay?
Yeah, you gotta say the spinal column of Raw.
The vertebra.
The vertebrae.
Right into a Gargano.
Oh my god. They both have finishes already.
It is an elimination match.
Oh, so it could turn into a real 2-on-1.
No, she got the ropes.
Look at that. The genius of the ring as well. Good awareness by Io.
Oh no. Candice. Jesus.
I do like that her finish is called the Wicked Stepsister.
That's a pretty good name.
2. 3.
Oh no.
That's just like
it's Indy versus Io. No, it's Indy and Candice.
Yeah, it's a 2-on-1 jumping.
Yeah, wow.
Yeah. Io's got to pull off some real magic here.
This is a mugging. Like, my lord.
This is.
All right, but still to come tonight, we have the Hangman Page versus the Rated R Superstar Edge and their Money in the Bank qualifier to determine the final member of the Raw side of the men's. And then the main event, Jay White defends the TV championship against Tabar.
T-Bar. This T stands for tyrannical.
In what will be an Extreme Rules match. Got to keep that gimmick going.
Got to keep the stipulation for each match.
I may have forgot about it last week, but it worked out fine.
Last week was a low budget Raw. Last week was a
Indian Candice squash. Oh my God.
Moving on to Money in the Bank.
Absolutely. The women's Money in the Bank match looking stacked so far. We got Trish Stratus. We got Indy Hartwell. We got Candice LeRae. Imagine Candice LeRae versus Trish Stratus. I feel like that'd actually slap. But let's get into the Hanger versus the Edge.
Hangman on the edge of glory.
And we start off. I liked it. It was a pretty good Hangman, I gotta say.
It is. It's a really smooth Hangman. Like if you were just showing that blankly like to somebody, you would have thought he was in the game.
You know what I'm kind of excited about? Because Logan is in the game and he stole the finisher. We might get the buckshot in.
Oh, we're definitely he did it in the Rumble.
He did. It was pretty good.
That clash in midair, him and Ricochet.
I don't like people pretending like he has a better buckshot than Hangman. They're very different. Because people be like, well, Hangman pauses, and it's like, yeah, so does Logan. Logan does a fucking Naruto run after he lands.
You can't not pause without like slipping. Like if you're not jumping after the.
I will say Hangman used to, but he got told he had to stop because he was hitting too hard.
Yeah, because
he was like legit.
Because you have to like
people.
jump after it. Like your momentum won't let you just like go into a sprint after that hard of a flip.
Yeah. Here's the thing. Because Hangman, like you look at his buckshots from last year, fucking amazing. If he works against a guy like Moxley, lets him lay that shit in, he has the best lariat I've ever fucking seen. That is Stan Hansen levels of good.
Hot take, I think JBL had better clotheslines than Stan Hansen.
JBL had a really good lariat.
JBL.
The lariat from hell. Ain't no goddamn clothesline. Motherfuckers didn't run into that shit. Nah, he ran into them. I'm still mad about it.
No, sometimes people ran into him.
It was very rare, though. He called every fucking lariat he did a clothesline.
Because I think it just rolls off the tongue better.
Yeah, but that's besides the point, okay?
One.
I don't listen to this logic and reason. I like specificity.
I mean, that's like the Texas cloverleaf and like the sharpshooter. Like, it's a minute difference between the two.
It's a huge difference. The Texas cloverleaf, you don't put your leg through.
Yeah, it's minute. I'm already there. I'm already there. I could step through.
That's.
My arm replaces where the leg would be.
Yeah, well, it's a different amount of pressure.
It's just a limb.
It's a different amount of pressure, my man.
It's like a camel clutch and a back.
A camel clutch and a what?
Like what Bubba used to do. It was like the it wasn't like a camel.
Jeez. Oh wow, I love that shooting star. I hope that they add a lot more indie moves in 2K23.
It really depends on who's doing the mocap. I know Chris Bay did it one year, and it was a bunch of indie moves in there.
So the guy who had them add the indie moves quit. That's why 2K22 didn't have a bunch of indie moves added, which is a shame. But like 2K20, they added like the Kamigoye, they added the fucking Stormbreaker. No, 2K19, I think they added the Stormbreaker and the new moves DLC. They should just add a bunch of moves. What a clothesline! They should just add a bunch of moves to Bad Bunny. A bunch of indie moves.
That's all his moves are, just indie moves.
He does a Destroyer, okay?
He does do a Destroyer.
It was in the gameplay trailer.
So does Zelina does kind of like the Code Red, I guess.
Yeah. Ooh. Hangman just can't get that hit.
Or steady boots up.
They both have signatures here. Oh! Into the execution. 1, 2. Did I tell you I had a pro wrestler as a patient the other day?
Oh, no.
Yeah. He took what's the move Edge does where he goes behind and grabs him by the head and then drops him?
Oh, just like, I know what
it was one of his signatures. But
Educator or something like that?
Oh. Deadeye!
Execution or something like that?
So the execution's the lifting, like DDT.
Then it was probably the Educator, unless that was his submission.
Something like that. He took that, but he hit the back of his head on the ring, got a concussion.
Gotta land top of the shoulder.
Oh!
Discus elbow.
Oh, Edge. I want to point out they both have a finisher right now. This match can go either way very quickly.
Oh, here.
Into the pin.
1, 2.
No! Hangman just kicked out.
There's still hope.
There is.
But going back to NXT, since Vengeance Day is coming up, the Saturday.
Oh, clothesline! I'm sorry. Lariat.
1, 2, 3.
Hangman
Qualifies for Money in the Bank.
So you'll have to hold that thought until the next match, which is for that wonderful TV title, as Tabar takes on Jay White.
The T stands for Tyrannosaurus.
Will Tyrannosaurus Bar breathe with the switchblade. All right, and it is main event time, baby. As we get Jay White versus Tabar, Tyrannosaurus Bar, Tomahawk Bar,
Tampa Bar. Tuskegee Bar.
Tretribution Bar, T-Bar Bar.
Tolamuka Bar.
Trying to think what wrestler. Triple Bar.
Triple Bar. It's just a triple bar.
Tatanka Bar. Of course, Jay White, that beautiful TV title, the only person to successfully defend it, and he has now successfully defended it twice.
Not once, but two time.
You can blame T-Bar for that second one. I mean, yeah, don't get me wrong, he's probably gonna win. He hit the
T-Bar came in. He was
hit the
saving
Blade Runner, but
he was saving Mace from any further defeat. I mean, that was Mace under the mask.
Who?
That was Mace under the mask.
Mace?
That was Mace under that mask is on. That is Mace.
Mace.
If he has on a button-up shirt, he's Dio.
So when is he Mace?
When he has on a crop top.
In those little shorts.
Yeah, the crop top and the little shirt, that's Mace. The faces of. He's also a VTuber. Him, Dijak, Damo, and Thorn like all do like a podcast together.
Yeah,
And they all have like little like.
Dio and Mansoor used to have a Twitch channel that they did. It was like Great Black Dotaku or something like that.
That's I think it's.
And they had, I think it's his Twitch name, and it might also be his.
No, his YouTube is like Jimbo.
I was gonna say his Twitter.
Oh yeah, his Twitter's the great otaku.
So he did a stream, and they got Tegan Knox, I think, drunkenly singing "Slow Chemical." Kane's old theme, which fits considering she
Lady Kane.
loves Kane. And I love that. It was one of my favorite videos whenever
those
it
two together have unbound chemistry, and I'm
so happy they're teaming.
I'm happy they're teaming. I want them to continue teaming because I feel like they can actually be a legit team given the opportunity.
Oh, 100%.
They just have that chemistry.
I think they could potentially be the next Fashion Police.
They could. Which is why Tyler Bate would be a perfect fit. Just go ahead and bring him back.
Tyler Breeze.
Tyler Bate too.
That's like
You can't
don't
see
do Bate like that.
You can't see Tyler Bate in Maximum Male Models.
I mean, he's a big handsome boy, but he should be, if he's going into a faction, he should.
No,
be going
can you
to the
imagine a
wrong group.
heel cocky Tyler Bate and like
I've seen it. I've seen the indies.
Yeah, and then Marseille and Mansoir are his heaters. Yeah, and it's like he basically walks around like Zoolander.
The idea of tiny little Mansoor being a heater is crazy.
Yeah, Mansoir, he does all the talking, and then Mace steps in like as like the big muscle.
Dio is.
He's like 6'4".
I was
like
about to say,
6'4".
you know what I just remembered, and I love.
He's like the same height as T-Bar, I think.
He is about the same height as Dijak, but so he stood up to Brock Lesnar. And that was the most badass moment any commentator has ever had.
Yeah, he stood and got F5 through that table.
But still, that man fucking towered over Lesnar. And it was such a cool... I think even the crowd popped for it, like, oh,
yeah,
shit.
And we didn't get a match out of it, which I hated. I would even took like a nice little 3 minutes.
I also really liked him on commentary.
Yeah, he was the
Oh, shit!
He essentially had the role that Samoa Joe would have.
Joe, I think, should go commentary whenever he retires.
Oh yeah, I could see it. I could see him doing like a Taz.
I know people were like really mad about how he had been. Like a lot of people were talking about how like, oh, he's washed up and shit. And then the Darby match happened, and they're like, oh wait, no, he's kind of good still. It's like, yeah.
Oh no,
Joe. It's fucking Samoa Joe.
Yeah, Joe was never washed up. Joe didn't take it that far. I still hate that they flipped the TNT title like that. But that's
I do too. I don't know. I don't understand why they did it. I'm like,
that's another story for another
kind
day.
of tired of Wardlow.
I don't think I'm tired of her. I'm ready for him to take the next step.
Go for the world?
Not go for the world. I'm ready for him to take the next step in his character.
Yeah.
Like, after he did the split up from MJF, it was really just stereotypical babyface. Oh, I'll take on any challenger. You know, I'm big, strong Wardlow. There's nobody to check me or, like, try to boss me around and put me in, like, you know, run me around or anything like that. Like, I'm my own man. And he got his match against Samoa Joe, like, and then Joe won. So, like, in this coming back, like, Wardlow, like, I'd rather see, like, you know, an evolution in, like, Wardlow just being like, all right, you know, like, I took on all competition, I took on all challenges, but, you know, going, like, Joe is a destroyer.
Yeah.
Joe is somebody different. So, you know, I had, you know, tapping into the mindset of, like remembering like who he is. Like, remember that cinematic that we got before like Wardlow even debuted, and it was just him.
When he had Anna Jay as his girlfriend.
Yeah, and he's just whooping people on top of a parking garage.
Breathe through the switchblade. Yeah, I remember.
He's just like whooping random henchmen on top of.
I missed the cinematics they used to do.
Too.
Do you remember MJF hiring the butcher, the blade, and the bunny? He walked into their butcher shop, hands Allie a fucking envelope full of cash.
Oh, no, I don't think I saw that one.
Oh, my God. I'm going to see if I can find it.
Ooh, leg drop. That was an awkward landing, though. Oh, switchblade. Is this Extreme Rules?
It is Extreme Rules.
Oh, switchblade getting the table. My favorite, like, cinematic moment from AEW is Matt Hardy doing when he's getting dunked into the pool, and it's different versions of Matt.
Stampede.
Yeah. And then the Matt facts pop up. Other than that, just for discus clothesline. Other than that, just for how poetic it was, Hangman and Kenny, like, Hangman pours Kenny up a glass of milk. Kenny pours Hangman up a shot of whiskey, and they slide the glasses towards each other.
It was pretty beautiful.
I'd like that, but then I also liked that they recreated that scene almost where Hangman and Hager sit down, have a shot in the bar, and then look at each other, and then just get up and just start haymakering at each other like they have one drink together. And it's just like, you know what we came here for. I also liked, the only thing I really liked about that match too was just that they searched the building for like each other. Like they like it started off here, but then they were just like, oh, I know you're around here somewhere, and they went off to like branch off. That's why I liked the corporate Money in the Bank ladder match. Oh, feast your eyes!
Oh my God, T-Bar's about to do it. T-Bar's about to
do it. 1, 2,
T-Bar has done it!
Feast your eyes on Retribution. T-Bar is your new TV champion.
I don't even have words at this point. Because this means T-Bar is defending that championship next week in an open challenge.
Toothpick Bar has...
because this title does not have the automatic rematch clause.
No.
This title is 100%... like, it's got to be open challenges.
It's new. It's whoever's next up.
And in this case, we don't know yet. We'll find out next week in the main event. But let's move on. Tomorrow, we got a great episode of SmackDown for you.
More Money in the Bank qualifiers to come as we on the road to Money in the Bank.
We get closer and closer.
Oh, snatching that title out of the hand.
I am in awe right now.